Let's turn to Apple now. They have released an updated safety guide amid ongoing concerns over the company's AirTag devices. Now, the AirTags are supposed to be designed to locate lost items. However, the BBC recently found evidence that AirTags have been misused to track people. Amber Norsworthy is one of those who've been tracked.
My phone made a ding that I had never heard before. And I looked down at it and it didn't register what it said. And I was like, what does this say? And it told me that an unknown accessory or device had been following my movement for a while. It showed it got on my car at 1:47 p.m. at the park. And then it followed me to my parents' house, to the ice cream shop, and back to my home at 3:02 p.m. And it alerted me at like 3:10 or something. And it said the last time the owner saw your location, I think, was at 3:02 p.m. And I was like, that's right now. I'm at home. I don't know if somebody was like watching me, that I was a single female by myself with 3 children. I think they should stop selling them for a period of time until they can work out some safety boundaries with it.
Well, I got to speak a little bit earlier to technology reporter Kate Russell, and she told me how you might identify an AirTag on your property.
This is a casino token, and this is about the size that you can expect these tags to be. This is very similar to the Apple tag, actually. It's worth remembering that Apple isn't the only company to have done this. In fact, they've been in existence for several years now. Bluetooth tracking devices, there's one called Kyle, which I remember reviewing 6-7 years ago. The difference with the Apple one is Apple's got a very well-established network in the Find My, so Find My Phone, Find My Friends. And you may have used their software to locate a missing phone or follow your kids if they know that they're, that you're using it. But this AirTag actually uses a combination of sensors, wireless signals, and that network to quite directly pinpoint the location of whatever it is attached to. Now, of course, Apple say that the purposes are for keeping track of your own goods, and technology doesn't do crime, unfortunately, but it does enable people to do crime, and it enables abuse. So this is the thing that people are worried about now is how can people protect themselves from somebody slipping something really quite innocuous into their car or their handbag, and being able to track their location.
Yeah, because I think one of the aspects there that I was reading about really could be somebody who was being stalked, for example, and we can imagine, of course, the various scenarios. Amber's story, I think, shows us just how well it was able to pinpoint where she was. So with Apple, I talked about that, the personal user safety guide. What did they say? And I suppose, is it enough?
Their safety guide is so ridiculously watered down. It's, if it wasn't so serious, it would be funny. They have given the advice for people using an iPhone. There is, if you've got the Find My feature enabled, you will get that notification, as your example package was, where there's something following you. People need to understand what that is and what that could mean. In their advisory documentation, they say, you may have borrowed something that somebody's left it attached to. They very watered down the possibilities for what this could mean. If you're using an Android device, then you will have to download a third-party app. It's called Tracker Detect app, and that will give you the same protection of knowing that something is tracking you. The really big downfall for these is it takes about 24 hours for you to get a notification. And obviously in a stalking situation, particularly if it's an abusive relationship, 24 hours is really too long for that notification to come up. So I think if you know you're an at-risk individual, you know if you've got relationships or if you're potentially at risk, one thing you can do is just be vigilant about your personal possessions. Check through your handbag, empty it out, look for anything that might look like this. If somebody starts sort of knowing where you are, have a think about what items you had with you at that time. What is the consistent thing? Maybe your car, and maybe have a really good search of your car.
It's taken me a moment, Kate, just to kind of get my head around that. I totally understand what you're saying, but it's quite frightening in a way.
It is frightening. I mean, technology throughout the ages, we've seen some absolutely amazing things done with it. But, there are as many reports on your television show for the terrible things that people do with technology. It is one of the unfortunate parts of giving up so much of our privacy for convenience, the convenience of being able to track our items, not lose expensive gadgets, etc. And of course, the criminals are always willing to use that technology too. I think there's still a big global conversation about privacy happening at the moment. You know, we keep talking about it, but it's really difficult to know how to police it when everybody wants the benefits of technology that also are the cause of these downsides.
Yeah.